Chris Boswell.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Carry for Nick Chubb. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The tackle by Quan.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Odell Beckham.
He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
1st and goal from the 6. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers 0. Austin Seibert to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 15. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, McFarland. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Chubb on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
You ain't going nowhere. Right there. 54.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So that'll back him up 5. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll let it go deep for Beckham, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to the top of the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. this one complete downfield on the left side. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 12.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's McFarland. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, here's Foster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run the counter. Snell, he's got a first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. McFarland once more. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Go home, boy.
Today's final score, Browns 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cleveland, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.